Hello, my name is Jane Gordon and I own and direct a company called Man Meat Fire. The premise is you take some meat and you have some fire and you should be able to get a meal. Now, we launched Man Meat Fire in early 2009 to cater for the barbecue market. So we would liaise with our customers, mostly people that are celebrating an anniversary or a wedding or a 40th birthday or any number party for that matter, and it's just any excuse for a party, and we'll be there. And we would come along and we would discuss with you your menu requirements. So if you had a South American style party, we would provide you with a South American style menu, and so on, an Oriental one, Oriental food, etc. We've had ones from the Antipodes. We've had fantastic New Zealand with the lot, the burgers with the lot that come like Scooby snacks, huge great big things. So we've done lots and lots of fantastic quality barbecuing. We have brilliant liaisons with our butchers who provide us with top class butchery, all their meats, really lovely. So we've done 2 seasons of that, and over time we started to develop some sauces to complement our menus. So for a South American style barbecue, we would provide our chimichurri sauce, and we used to turn up with them big Kilner jars with big spoons and ladle it out, and people would go mad for it and keep coming back. And then eventually people started to ask us, well, how could they buy our sauces? And of course we just bought them in Kilner jars. We hadn't really anticipated people wanting to buy them just to take home with them. So over time this became a bit of a thread, and we started to understand that actually there is a market out there for us to produce our own sauces. So in October 2009 we developed and launched our first sauce, our chimichurri sauce. Now, for those who haven't come across a chimichurri sauce before, it's an amazing accompaniment from South America that they would use like a condiment, like we would our ketchup over here, and it goes at the side of the plate, but you can marinate with it as well. And in it there's coriander, garlic, lime, chilli, cider vinegar, and it really packs a punch. It looks like pesto, doesn't it? It looks like it could just be pretty, you know, innocuous like a pesto, but it's far from it. It's really flavoursome, and it goes brilliantly with anything with a meaty texture. So things like a good quality steak. It can go with some fish. You can use it to marinade, and then sometimes it can be a little bit fiery, or just a bit of a strong flavour really, especially for children. So if you were to mix it with sour cream or yoghurt, then you could make it like a tandoori, or you could use it to dip with nachos and crudités, etc. So it's got lots of different facets to it, and it really is an amazing quality sauce, and we're very proud of it. This was our firstborn, so it's very hard to choose. I'm going to introduce you to other sauces in a minute, but it's very hard to choose. It's like trying to choose one of your favourite children. It just can't be done. They're all unique in their own way. So this is our chimichurri sauce. For stockists, press on the button just a little bit above there, and it will tell you who's stocking them and where. So and it also gives you some recipe ideas as well. So we spent a little while with that one, probably a good 6 months or so. And then as a true barbecue company should really have a barbecue sauce, shouldn't it? So we launched our barbecue sauce last May. So that's May 2010 we launched our barbecue sauce. Now we worked very hard. We had so many different samples in of all sorts of different barbecue sauces, and actually for us there wasn't one that really hit the mark. We tried really hard to find one that perhaps we could even copy, and we couldn't find one. So we've come up with this recipe which so the smokiness of this barbecue sauce comes from the smoked paprika that's in there. There's a lot of molasses, so if you are to cook with it, only put it on towards the end of the cooking, especially if you're barbecuing, because the sugars in there will, you know, burn. And that's the last thing you want, is a burnt sugar flavour on your meat. But this is lovely. In fact, there's a lot of people that actually are very anti-barbecue sauce, and I would put that down to the fact that they've probably, like us, experienced some pretty shocking barbecue sauces out there. I've taken this to some food shows in the past. People come up saying, "No, I don't like barbecue sauce." Now, please try it. And then, "No, I don't want it. Please try it." And they're the ones that walk away with a bottle of it and keep coming back, because it is fantastic. It's a real clean flavour. It's not claggy like you get in some of the supermarket ones. Really nice, clean, fresh flavour. Go brilliantly with ribs, sticky ribs, or chicken wings, or anything like that. You could even use it on cheese on toast as a replacement for a ketchup. It is lovely, proper lovely barbecue sauce. So that was our second baby. Again, hard to choose between them. And then, so we've had a couple of summers with those, and then in September 2010, we launched our wasabi teriyaki sauce. Wasabi teriyaki, which is, imagine a fantastic quality teriyaki sauce. So it's salty and slightly sweet and fantastic marinade, but then we've infused it with wasabi and red chilies for good measure. Wasabi, for those who don't know, is a green mustard from Japan. Fiery hot. So this I'm afraid is quite hot. I mean, probably those who really like their hot food could probably deal with this no problem. Personally, for me, who's a real wuss when it comes to anything remotely hot, this is borderline, possibly a bit too hot for me. It is a lot thinner in texture than the other two. It's not thick, it's quite a thin sauce, so you could use it like a dipping sauce, or you could use it as a marinade. So again, lovely on steaks, even salmon, and anything. It's sort of like meaty fish it would go lovely with, or you could use it in like stews and hot pots and things like that, like a Worcester sauce or a soy sauce. It is salty, so you don't want to use an awful lot of it, but it really is proper lovely, especially on a cold day like we have today. It would be really lovely. So that's our third born. And then our fourth, which only launched a couple of weeks ago in November 2010, is our hot ginger sauce, which it's so sweet and so lovely and still fiery hot. If you've tried sweet chili sauces in the past, the kind of things that you have with in your Chinese restaurant that you use your spring rolls, etc., very like that, but imagine it really gingery. If you don't like ginger, don't have this, because it really is very gingery, but it is lovely, and you can use it as like a ham glaze or pour it over sausages before you put them in the oven, and they go sticky and lovely. You could use it with fish. You could there's so many different things that you can. My mum, bless her, the other day she added it to her stir fry, so she had prawns and mange tout and egg noodles and a big dollop of this. Lovely, really lovely. My hubby has made me a hot toddy with this. Big glass of lemonade, heat that up, big dollop of that, and some whiskey. It will clear even the most stubborn of sinuses, I promise you. It's just lovely. But you could take it off on another angle as well. You could have it on ice cream, warm it up on ice cream or pancakes or anything like that. Really lovely. But it is very gingery. So if you love ginger, you'll like this. I've made cakes, like you would a lemon drizzle cake, and you stab it as it comes out the oven, and then you pour your lemon drizzle. No, don't, just use this, and then let it all ooze down into the cake. Lovely, really nice. So those are our 4 sauces that we have at the moment. In 2011 we plan to launch another couple, and increase our stockists as well. Now, like I said, these buttons at the top here will tell you who stocks our products. That not everybody stocks everything, which is why I do it that way, because otherwise you might turn up to a store and expect them to have something that perhaps they don't. So ongoing, we are anticipating more sauces, more stockists. Last year we won a Great Taste Award. Our chimichurri sauce won 2 stars at the Great Taste Awards, which we are thrilled about, given that that was our first sauce and we'd only been going a few months. So this year they're all going in for it. Hopefully we'll get some more this year. Also, the chimichurri sauce was mentioned on the Radio 4 Good Food show, and they were saying how lovely it is too. For those of you who didn't hear it, click on the links. That it's somewhere on here. There's a link to the Radio 4 and the food programme that was aired in July, I think, and they really liked it. So it can't just be us that's saying that it's lovely. So expect lots of media coverage and stuff from us, hopefully. If you are a stockist and would like us, call me. I would love to hear from you. If you are the paying public and would like to just chat some ideas over, if you've got a recipe you've tried that I've not mentioned, then let me know. There's a little button up there that says recipes. Let me know. I would love to put some more recipes on there. There's only so many I can do. I'm tweeting and Facebooking all the time. So communicate with me. I'd really love to hear from you. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the sauces and happy barbecuing. Thank you. Bye bye.